I'm Debbie Homer Davis and welcome back to babylady.co.uk, and today we're doing another one of our really popular contrast and compare. You've said that you really like these videos, that they really help you with your choices. So today we're going to go to one of our major brands, Silver Cross, and they're two most popular models, the Wayfarer and the Pioneer. We're going to contrast the two models so that you can help decide which is going to be the best one for you. So on my right here is the Wayfarer. And what we've done is we set both of them up with carry cots so that you can see the carry cots and also so you can see the differences. So the biggest difference is the chassis. These tops, people don't actually realise this, but Silver Cross use exactly the same carry cots and seat units on both chassis. They are identical. In store, we mix and match them, move them around. It makes absolutely no difference. So the difference in your Wayfarer and your Pioneer is all down to the chassis and the wheels. So your Wayfarer is a more budget option. It's very good value for money, and it's designed for people who maybe are out and about in the town, don't need something so heavy duty. It's very easy to push, it's very easy to use. It has a smaller profile. So if we measure with my tape measure the profile of this, this is quite important if you maybe live somewhere where it's quite narrow pavements or you've got to get through narrow doorways. So this measures 54 centimetres at its sort of widest point. So it is very compact in terms of length. Let's see, we'll just guess that it's about 70. It's about 70 centimetres. It does also mean if we take the carry cot off, we can have a look at the basket size. You can see that your basket is not quite as big. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this to one side, and I'm going to take the Pioneer now and do the same thing with the Pioneer chassis, and then we can compare, because we know that these tops, I promise you, I'm going to show you, are completely the same and interchangeable. Just so you know that I'm not making it up, they are completely interchangeable. So the difference, I say, is going to be your wheelbase. So if we compare this, now your Pioneer chassis, this is the most popular chassis that we sell of the two. We do sell a lot more, although it's a little bit more expensive. It is designed to be more rugged, it has a bit more suspension. You can see that the tyres are a little bit more heavy duty. This is really designed for those people who do a lot of walking, outdoor. You can still go through towns and things like that with it, but it is a bit more robust, but it is bigger. So in this one measures 60 centimetres this way, and I'm going to fold them up in a minute as well. So it's about 74 that way. So it's not massively longer, but it is wider. Also, if we have a look at our basket space, if you are the type of people that want to do a lot of shopping, this may be important to you. The basket space is 55 centimetres this way, and internally is about 38 that way. But it's also very deep. Very deep, so it's about 26 centimetres that way. And I think you can see just by looking at them that the basket space on this isn't as big. So if basket space is important to you, oops, carry cot in the way there. It's about 39 that way. This way it's only about 42, and obviously the depth is a lot less, 37. So yeah, so you can see here that the basket space is a lot smaller. If we turn it back to back, I always think this quite helps. You can see as well here how much bigger it is. Basic braking systems are exactly the same. So this has got a slightly smaller pedal, but it works in exactly the same way. It's down and then off with the green button. Put your brake on that way, and then off with the green. And the same with your Pioneer. Your Pioneer brake bar is actually slightly bigger bed pedal, but it works the same way, down and then off with the green. You can take the rear wheels off these. They are removable if you need to make it smaller, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to fold them up now because I think that's quite relevant. Oh, handle height. Before we do that, handle height, let's check this. I don't actually know the answer to this. Ah, look at this. So your Pioneer handle is a little bit taller than your Wayfarer. So if you are, that might be because the wheels are bigger actually. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So that is about 108. The Wayfarer Wayfarer is still quite a high handle, about 106. It's probably about 105.5. There's not much in it. There's not a huge amount in the difference. So let's just fold these up. I'm going to put my tape measure down. So to fold it up, you will know this if you've watched my videos, button here, trigger on each side, you just pull them up like this. It's one of the easiest chassis to fold, one of the most compact on the marketplace. And then if I'm going to, actually what I'll do is I'll fold them both up and then we can compare. What I've done to fold them is I put the handle down to its lowest position, because by doing that it means that I'm going to fold them in the smallest way. So again, button here, triggers, exactly the same folding mechanism. And you can see here, I think this is actually quite a good indication of the difference of the sizes. So let's have a look. Here we've got a total folded width of about 61 by probably to the end of that tire is about 86. And don't forget, you've got to get your carry cotton seat unit as well. 30. That's the highest one, isn't it? Probably 37, as opposed to, and that's 50 by 87. And this is a lot flatter, so this is going to make a lot of difference. It's about 28. So you can see there that you might squidge that a little bit more. I think you can see obviously there's a difference in the chassis, but ultimately it isn't just going to be about size, it's also going to be about how you want to use it. What you need to decide when you're purchasing this and deciding between the two is how you want to use it. It's one of the things that we do in store in our personal consultations, is we talk to you about your lifestyle and how you want to use a product, so that we try and make sure that you buy the right product for you. So if we want to take the wheels off this, it's really easy to do. So you can take the wheels off this, and that's quite a useful feature. With the Wayfarer, you can't take the wheels off. All the wheels have to stay on. So that also may be quite relevant. So I'm going to pop them back up now so that you can see them up. Just a catch on the side, and pop them up. And a catch on the side there. Again, exactly the same unfolding mechanism. In terms of pushability, it's got a slightly bigger profile, and slightly, like when you wheel it, when you turn it on a spot, obviously it will take a little bit more space. But ultimately, your decision whether you have the Pioneer or the Wayfarer will probably rest down to how you want to use it and the size of your boot. There is obviously a price difference as well, so if you are on a limited budget, the Wayfarer may be more attractive. But please be aware, if you are buying the Wayfarer, it isn't designed for very rugged use. That's why you have your Pioneer. Before I go, I'm going to show you the seat unit just to prove that it does fit exactly the same on both models. So here we go. One, to take this off, two little handles on the side here. And exactly the same on this one. We do have some offers in store at the moment on the last of the 2019-2020 collection, so if you are interested in any of these, do message us. I hope you found this information useful. If you are watching on our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and you can see some more of these videos. And if you're on our Facebook messaging system, do message us if you've got any further questions about either of these models. Thank you for watching today.